What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darian's Pokemon. I'm going to be playing a game on PTCGO, and I'm giving Otto's top 8 Glaceon Zoroark deck from the Charlotte Regional Championships another go here. Felt like I didn't do it justice last time. We kind of started with a little bit of a dead hand. I think that the deck does play like a weird kind of supporter count as far as like it does not play Bridgets, which is odd. It does play Nest Balls. I do like that. We only play one copy of Tapu Lele GX, so there are some things that look a little thin on the supporter side, but as soon as you get this thing set up, it should be up and rolling just fine. We do got the Lapras start here again, but we do have Tapu Lele and a Sycamore in hand, so we should be fine to get this game up and rolling. Now, with a hand like this, I don't necessarily love going ahead and just ditching these energy lottos, but I think I do go for the Sycamore here, especially since I'm probably playing against Buzzwole Lycanroc, and I could just go aggro, Mewtwo, Ultra Ball, and then maybe I'll energy lotto, try to get a couple waters in my hand, something like that, and see what we can do. Go for maybe a turn 1 Mewtwo would be cool. We do play like 3 float stones in here, but also getting water energy into the discard pile with energy lotto would be great, because it would also power up our own Aqua Patches. That's what I'm looking for, Aqua Patch. So Buzzrock should be kind of the hot deck right now, and rightfully so. It did finish in both first and second place at the Charlotte Regional Championships. This deck is looking super good. Players are finding out ways to counter the Mew EX, which has kind of been the bane of this deck's existence in recent tournaments. It's just Mew EX, players coming in hot with Mew EX, copying Riotous Beating, and just taking out Buzzwoles no problem. Now that Buzzrock has started playing its own counters to Mew EX, things like Oricorio was seeing play, also Mew from Fates Collide was seeing play. There are definitely a bunch of options, things that players are doing to counteract their opponent's Mew. This is, I think, free to reign as one of the best decks in format. So I'm excited about that. I obviously love Buzzrock. I used it to finish at both Memphis and Dallas. Oh, this is a little bit of a bust. I feel like we don't want to get rid of both of these double colorless energies. In fact, I would like to just go in with Lele and probably just see if I can, let's just do this. Let's see what we can do. See if I can just go in with Cynthia here. And I think I'm going to just slap the double colorless energy onto my Lele and see if I can knock out this Rockruff. My opponent went and put that energy on there, so that is a possibility if I hit a float stone. I also might want to try an Ultra Ball away a water energy if I can find one. That's really good, actually, because it allows me to power up those Aqua Patches like I'd said. So I think that I will just Ultra Ball away the water energy and probably my second energy lotto and get a, let's try to get a Zoroark going probably, so that we could draw cards that I don't like necessarily love. Let's just get a Mewtwo. Sure, we'll get a Mewtwo out, which would be important as well. Let's just throw him down, so now we have him out. And then let's just Cynthia and see if we can't get a float stone here. And we didn't. So that is a little bit of a bust. And this is ugly now, because now I don't want to bench more things, or my opponent will easily be able to knock out that Tapu Lele, which is not what I want. And I could be in a world of pain here. There's really no reason to bench anything other than potentially that Zorua. So I think I'm just going to pass. If I bench the Zorua, my opponent just needs a strong energy and a Lycanroc, but they don't have too much going, only a 2-card hand, so they don't have Octillery, they don't have Remoraid, so it's possible that they end up missing that. They could also get basic energy and a choice band. It's still like a 3-card combo. I think I'm going to bench this and just hope that my opponent doesn't get what they need. Okay, so that is a little rough there. Obviously, we're in a commanding position if we hit with that Lele there, but missing now puts us back on the back foot. Now, if my opponent, they have the strong, they Sycamore, if they get the Lycanroc, you got to imagine that that Lele is going down. So I have to imagine they hit an Ultra Ball, and they're just going to slam that down. We're going to see that come down right away. I didn't know that their hand was just going to be strong energy Sycamore there. That is a great hand to be sitting on in a situation like this. But judging by the fact that the Ultra Ball has not come down yet, I'm thinking that they oh, nope, there's the Lycanroc, just getting a little slow rolled. Just kidding. So here comes the Lele, and that thing is just going to get destroyed. So Dangerous Rogue GX. I'm getting punished for my benching of the Zorua there, but I feel like we need something in order to, set up and actually get moving here. I feel like probably my best option is to try and Psychic with Mewtwo while I maybe hopefully hit an Enhanced Hammer. That's probably my best course of action, so let's try that. Now that my opponent has... I probably should not have put that Zorua down now that I'm thinking about it, but this is fine. This is the bed we've made, and now we're sleeping in it. Okay, so let's get another one of those. Let's also get I don't think I want to attach an energy to an Eevee this turn, so we could just get another Mewtwo, something like that. And then there's no Field Blower action. I want to get that water energy into the discard pile, so let's just go there. We did get DCE, Zoroark, so that's good. And I also got a Choice Band. That is also good. So I think I just go. I don't want my opponent to just get me with with Attach Energy and then Dangers or bring up my Zoroark and knock it out. So I think I'm just going to go and wait until next turn to evolve into these Zoroarks and make it a little weird for my opponent. And yeah, so we're just going to do that. And then maybe next turn I can hit an Enhanced Hammer. So I think that that's going to be the plan. Like my opponent, yeah, they can knock out this Mewtwo, but at least I'm slowing down the course of the game here. If I can hit some Aqua Patches, something like that, maybe I can get this Lapras up and rolling. I need to take out the Lycanroc though. My opponent, the crazy thing is though, they have not even played a Max Elixir yet. They've just done so much damage with that 2 energy Lycanroc, and that is why Buzzrock is just so good, is because it is just so fast, so aggressive. And even though I just had 1 turn to play, I missed the Float Stone there, and then I got punished for it. If I had hit the Float Stone, obviously we're in a super commanding position. So we need to just hope that my opponent misses some Max Elixirs, and that is such a horrible position to be in. That's really not what you want to be saying. You want to be in command. I think if I hit that Float Stone, end up retreating into the Lele and knock out my opponent's active, then I am in command of the game. But now I am just on the back foot, hoping that my opponent can't just continue to apply pressure while staying on top. I imagine they do 130 perfectly. Okay, cool. So they do get the 130 because 110 plus 20, 130. Math is fun. I'm going to promote a Zoroark here. They don't have anything else going, a Zorua, I mean. And I did get a Sycamore, so that's fantastic as well. I think I'm just going to evolve both of these. I need to get some draw going. I can't just not draw cards. I have to do this. And then I'm going to Sycamore and try to knock this thing out. And I should have a good amount of draw on my hands here. I should be able to whoop up pretty much anything that I want to get going, but we don't have an energy yet, so that is a little bit disheartening. I want to keep a lot of these cards. I think I can, let's see, what can we bring back? We can bring back a Lele, we can bring back a Mewtwo with Rescue Stretcher. Those are not any things that we want to do right now. I can't actually, let's actually trade away a Glaceon. So let's trade a Glaceon and see what we could do off of that. And we've got an Eevee and an Ultra Ball. Oh my goodness, if we miss an attack this turn, we are in a bad spot. So we need desperately need to get an attack off. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball again, and we're going to do Glaceon and the Field Blower, I think. And the reason I'm Ultra Balling those away so I can thin my deck, I don't have a lot of energies, but even 1 water energy would be better than nothing. I think I'm just going to get another Eevee here and then trade 1 away. So I guess we just have to trade away an Eevee, and then if I do want to, I can always, if I get a water energy, I can at least do the energy evolution, something like that. But we need like a DCE or something. This is just bad. Let's see. We're going to trade away an Eevee here and see what we get. Nothing. Oh, my goodness. We've got nothing off of that. That is so bad. Okay, that is like not good at all. We're going to bench the Eevee. We're going to Aqua Patch, I guess, or just promote the Mewtwo and wait. It's just not good no matter no matter what way we look at this. This is just bad. I mean, we have a lot of energy in that bottom 16 cards there, but my opponent is probably just going to have it easy. Let's just go ahead and retreat into let's retreat into Mewtwo. They're probably just going to Lycanroc up one of my Zoroarks, I have to imagine. And I think I just save the Aqua Patch just in case. Save the Rescue Stretcher as well. I'm probably going to throw a Mewtwo and a couple Glaceons back in and just hope for the best, but I'm not going to do that until next turn. So let's just pass. I'm going to do all this game action that I have to do. I'm going to do next turn. I'm not going to Aqua Patch to my Lapras yet because I just want to save it and see what my opponent does. This is just so brutal. I guess they need another strong energy attachment to the active in order to knock out. Oh, they probably just have Lycanroc, I have to imagine. If they just attach that basic strong, they probably have Lycanroc. Will bring up my Zoroark GX. Maybe Mewtwo can get there with the knockout though, but I don't want to knock out with Mewtwo because that is just a one prize attacker. So I can't really afford to do that anymore. I can't end my opponent out of game because they have Octillery. So this is brutal. I mean, I wanted to show off this deck and how good it is, but I am just in a rough spot here. And my opponent, they're going to go for Guzma, but they have not used a Max Elixir yet. So they just have a deck full of Max Elixirs. I can end them to one, but it does not matter because if they just hit a couple of Max Elixirs, they are going to be good to go. However, maybe I can make a comeback here. Maybe we can make it happen. I need to promote my Zoroark with the Float Stone and hope. We needed to knock out that Lycanroc. And the next card is a DC. That's just great. So what do we have as far as options go? We can Aqua Patch to the Lapras. We don't want to do that. I can bring back a Lele. That is valid. Let's Rescue Stretcher, shuffle 3 Pokemon from my discard pile. Sure. Let's shuffle in a Glaceon, and a Lele. I feel like those are like our best options there. We don't actually need the Mewtwo back in. I feel like I have to try to knock this thing out with Glaceon, snipe the bench, and then go for a GX attack on one of my opponent's bench Pokemon, something like that. So that seems like the best play here. And we're going to have to hit a lot off of this end. We're going to have to hit a Glaceon and an Aqua Patch in that order. So let's try that. And the reason I didn't just pick the Glaceon up out of the discard pile is because I wanted to get the Lele back in there too, because I suspect that maybe I'll need it, but maybe that was a misplay. So let's see. All right, we're going to let her rip with N. Okay, we ended up getting everything. We'll see. We're fine. We're fine. We were able to next level. We got exactly what we needed here. So let's get that Glaceon up. Now we can Aqua Patch and accelerate to that guy there. And maybe let's also trade that Ultra Ball away, get that thing going. All right, we've got another Eevee down. That's cool. I can actually get a second Glaceon going, so that's pretty neat. And not this turn, but maybe next turn. And then we're going to retreat into Glaceon, and we are going to Frost Bullet for knockout and put 30 damage onto, I guess, the Rockruff is probably my best play. Maybe I could take double prizes or something like that. That, or I could put it on a Buzzwole, but I have to imagine they'll just load up the Buzzwole without the damage. So I think that we just put it onto the Rockruff, go for double knockout, hope that maybe my opponent's Lycanroc is prized, or that they have to use it in a suboptimal way. We do have another Aqua Patch, another Guzma here. Maybe we can do something like Ice Beam GX. That is a option. It's not a great option. I think that it would be great if maybe I could Guzma up and knock out this Octillery, because this Octillery is going to be a problem. But my opponent, you know, like I said, have not used any max elixirs yet. Their deck is just full of juice. They have an Abyssal for 5 clean cards. I just have to hope it's like 5 energy and nothing else, but I highly doubt that's going to be the situation. Probably got like max elixir, choice band, Regirock, and Buzzwole for 200 damage. That would be brutal, but I think that I might be able. I could rip this one. It depends on how my opponent's draws here go in this turn. Really, I only have one Zoroark in play. I got this clean Glaceon out here. That's at least pretty good, but I need my opponent to not Knuckle Impact. Like, definitely need them to whiff the Knuckle Impact here. The unfortunate thing is they only also have 1 prize remaining. So as far as the Mewtwo plays go, Mewtwo is kind of out of the question just because of the fact that my opponent only needs to take 1 prize. Now, this whole trajectory of this whole game, which is so crazy, is that I went in hoping that the Lele play worked out, and then the Lele play backfired because I didn't hit that float stone. And then, oh, what does my opponent got with Guzma? Are they just going to start chipping away with the 1 energy here on a Buzzwole? If they don't get a energy attachment, that is so good for me. That means that their hand was bad. The hand that they abyssalled into. Oh, now who are they bringing up? Nobody? Oh, they just want to save it. So that's really good for me, actually. The fact that their hand was so bad that they had to do this is really good. Now I can more or less hope that they have 2 Guzmas down. Maybe I could do something like actually Lapras here. I'm going to trade away a what I think, actually. Yeah, I'm going to trade away. Let's look at my deck real quick. I don't think there's too much I could do. But that doesn't make a difference. I want to bring up, actually want to bring up that Octillery. Knock it out right now. That's okay. So that's a no-brainer play. Let's do that. And then I also want to start building up a second Glaceon. So let's do that as well. We're going to energy evolve here. Yes, go get a clean Glaceon. 200 hit points is what we want. And if I take out that Lapras or that Octillery, I should be in the clear and then can snipe damage my opponent's Buzzwole too, so that next turn I can GX it and knock it out, and then I might actually be able to make a comeback here in this game. So let's trade. I probably should have saved that Aqua Patch, but it's, you know, till after the trade. See if I get, hey, there's a DCE. That's cool though. It doesn't matter. And then let's just Guzma up the Octillery. And then we can, all right, let's just Frost Bullet, knock this thing out, and I'm going to put 30 damage onto the guy with the energy on it, and maybe we can run this one back. Only 3 prizes remaining. We've got Sycamore and Guzma in our hand. Back-to-back Guzma plays would be great. My opponent didn't seem to have gotten anything off that last Abyssal, so we are sitting here just kind of gritting our teeth, hoping that my opponent draws dead again. Maybe they went up too quick in prizes and weren't able to actually build their board position. They can go get that Remoraid to thin their deck, but if they just have to, ooh, they got themselves an N-1. That's fine. I do have my 1 Zoroark GX to help me draw, and I've got another Guzma. So if my opponent comes up and uses that Jet Punch, I could just GX them and knock that thing out. But that does leave me in a weird position if they do get another Octillery going. They could maybe pull something out. I'm feeling pretty confident though. I don't even think that they necessarily want to endanger this Buzzwole, because if they put the Buzzwole up to Jet Punch, they just know that it's going to get GX attacked because I have not used my GX. So my opponent intelligently does not do that. But I have the GX knockout anyway here because I have a Float Stone on my Zoro. So we're going to do that. Bring up the Buzzwole here, since that Buzzwole is the closest thing to performing a big Knuckle Impact. Let's retreat, and then we have another energy here, but I'm going to trade first. Let's just trade that Float Stone and save my Lele for a game-winning supporter potentially. We're going to attach Water Energy to my other Glaceon just so we have that. And then let's Polar Spear GX, doing like 180 damage, knockout, 1 prize remaining. Now my opponent is in a tough spot, and I don't think that there's anything that they could do. They would have to hit They can't GX. They cannot watch and learn my Polar Spear GX because they have already GX'd. So they would have to hit double Max Elixir Knuckle Impact with a strong energy or a choice band. Do they have a Sycamore? Do they have a draw card? Oh, they have a Guzma. So they're going to try and stall me out, but that is not going to work because I have game in hand. I could just use Guzma to go get my opponent's Remoraid, and that is it. What a crazy comeback there. We were able to overcome the early deficit and finish my opponent off with autos. A wild deck. This Glaceon Zoroark, definitely a crazy deck. Shout out to Otto for coming out with the list. I want to do an interview with him shortly to try and get his perspective on how his tournament run went at Charlotte. So good game to my opponent. Insane comeback. Definitely have to be stoked on that. So it's good to win one with Glaceon. I think that, maybe Glaceon could turn me into a believer after all with this deck. I do like that it is a little bit more aggressive. It does have some options, and it's not just a 4/4 Zoroark line. Oh, we got a pack of Plasma Blast as well. That's pretty crazy. Cool stuff. You guys want to go check out that pack of Plasma Blast? Let's go check out that pack of Plasma Blast. We're going to go to our collection and see what we got there. Actually pretty fun. What's allowed me to get Glaceons on my own account, you'll notice that I am no longer on Natalie's account playing Glaceon, was that I get to do digital pack openings for the Darium's main channel now. So I get to just rock just a bunch of packs. Like I opened like 70 packs today or something like that. And that allows nothing there, but we do got that Sigilyph. It's pretty cool. And Pokemon Catcher. So that allows me to really build up my own collection, make sure I do have all of the decks available for gameplay. Gonna show off that list one more time here, though. Like I said, I am interested in doing an interview with Otto so you guys can hear his experience with the deck. But anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, follow me on Twitter at enjoyfriend. ENJOI friend. I've got a lot of super exciting, fun stuff coming up that I show off on Twitter and Instagram, actually. I got an Instagram too at enjoyfriend, ENJOI friend. I got my stickers in. This is fine. People have been tweeting at me, it's fine army, stuff like that. This is fine. So I got this is fine stickers. These are like really nice too. I'm going to be doing these in sticker packs that come in like 3 different stickers in the same pack. I'm going to be selling those through my Etsy store as well. And if you haven't checked out the Etsy store yet, go ahead and take a look at that down in the description. So thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel. Peace.